Welcome back to our channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Real News Updates Media, the channel where you get all your trending politics. Well, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagwa continues to expose President William Ruto doing business with the RSF leader. Ruto invited RSF Chief Hemedti for business dealings at State House, Nairobi. They are smuggling gold from Sudan to JKIA, then transport them to Dubai, former deputy stated.
Allow rebels who have been slapped with international sanctions because of the genocide to meet in government facilities in Nairobi. You have heard Sudan now is threatening to stop our tea going to Sudan. And what is happening is that the president has put his personal and commercial interests ahead of the country's interests. That's the problem that they are doing business with the RSF chief of gold that is being gotten from that area, brought to Nairobi and taken to Dubai.
And you can substantiate?
Yes, I can. I have one time. And, diplomatically, the president cannot invite Hemedti here because he was vice president. And he asked me to invite him on his behalf. And he called me and said, sign this letter, invite Hemedti here because I want to have a discussion.
When was this?
Sometime 2023.
Okay.
And I did invite Hemedti and welcomed him and delivered him to the president. There was nothing about Kenya. They were just discussing business, about gold, about such other things.
You were in that meeting?
No, I introduced him and then I was told to leave because it had nothing to do with Kenya.
How do you know this then?
No, I'm saying if it had anything to do with Kenya, I would have sat through the meeting. But I'm the one who, after they were through, I'm the one who took him to the airport and I inquired and they are doing business. So it is put in Kenya in very bad light. Very, very bad light. And President William Ruto must accept that he will not be president forever. He cannot destroy this country and the way we are perceived by other nations. He must be a nationalist. He must rise above personal and commercial interests and put the country first. That group has been flagged by the international community and sanctions have been slapped against them for genocide and killing of children. But again, thinking about it, there's a saying that birds of the same feather flock together. They are killing children in Sudan, we are killing children here. So again, there's convergence. I think birds of the same feather flock together. But we are looking very bad. DRC, we have handled it very badly. And in fact, I am told many African presidents are unwilling to get involved in peace initiatives led by President William Ruto because he is conflicted in terms of personal and commercial interests that he has put above national interests. When other communities are rallying behind their own, them, for cheap money, they betray their own community. The community has an issue with them. It's not me. And if they come to me and persuade me that they'll work for the best interest of the community and the country, I am willing to take them along.
So if your people tell you,
but they have
work
a job
with President William Ruto,
but they have a job. The people have already told me they don't want. Already, I've consulted them and I asked them.
Okay.
I asked them, can I work with William Ruto? They said no. He has betrayed us. It's over.
That's it.
He cannot. We don't. Betrayal in my community is a taboo. It's an abomination. It is never forgiven. It is punished. And I can tell you, many people that I've talked to will come up will be on the queue at 3 a.m. not to vote for anybody, but to vote somebody out. So those MPs, let them go and talk to the people, not me. I have no problem against them. Let them go and convince the people who elected that they'll work for their best interest, that they will not put their stomachs first, that they will not be used by William Ruto. The way, had President William Ruto kept off that campaign, Raila would have been elected.
All right.
The minute he made, people hate projects, not just here in the country, but even in Africa and the world. Raila Odinga was perceived to be a William Ruto project to take him to the EU to sort out his political problems in Kenya. And therefore, many African presidents had a problem with that, from what we gather. They said, we don't want William Ruto to dump Raila in EU to sort out his problems at home. So many people had a problem with that. Again, they were also not able to study the geopolitics in a proper manner and see how to handle them. Then the way the president handled the DRC issue. Again, I I don't know who advised these people. There was no need to take a cheering squad to Addis Ababa. You know, this election is a highly diplomatic maneuver, you know, whispering to the ears of presidents, because it was very demeaning to African presidents to think that you can persuade them to vote for Raila Odinga by bringing a cheering squad, singing Bado Mapambano outside the hall. I mean, it was very demeaning to African presidents.
So that was a diplomatic blunder.
It was a diplomatic blunder.
Okay.
This guy who won came with only 4 people, because these are presidents. These are people who make decisions based on many facts. You cannot persuade them by cheering, by bringing a crowd to sing around there and all that. And even many diplomats were very offended by Kenya, by the kind of show that they took there to Addis. So the way that thing was handled, they goofed in a very big way.
Yesterday, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagwa had a meeting with the KTN media personalities at his hometown in Wamunyoro. Former Deputy President is mastering the art of the opposition leader, daily criticizing the government and citing out their differences. Well, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Real News Updates Media, the channel where you get all your trending politics. JD Ishmael.